They're brothers, alright. Okay, so finally, Battle of Gods is over. Resurrection of F is done. Over. Finally, with this first episode, episode 28, we finally start for real this time. For real, we start the Dragon Ball Super anime. And of course, we start with the Champa Saga, or even sometimes known even as the 6th Universe Saga. And I have to tell you, as the real beginning of Dragon Ball Super, it didn't start quite bad at all. So basically, the episodes overall start, with Goku and Vegeta training with Whis. It appears as some kind of very weird suits, which practically, like Whis tried to explain, they're practically really heavy. And also, if you watch the episode, you can see with their Goku and Vegeta's faces, there is not quite simple, very simple, to train in these suits, especially doing it with one finger, like those two did. And of course, so that was the beginning of the episode, and then of course the episodes from the training scene came to the appearance, or should I say, non-provoked, non-invited visit from Champa, the 6th Universe God of Destruction, Beerus' brother, and of course with his sister Vados as his mentor. Which probably I have to tell, when in this episode when I saw Vados and Whis, they are totally, they're very, very similar. I saw them in a few ways. They were like, like different. But let's say 80% or 85%, they're really, really similar. Really similar. And let's not just, and don't let me start to talk about Champa and Beerus. Don't let me Don't let me talk about those two. For what I see in this episode, both of them are really quite powerful. After all, even if when you see Champa, you can definitely think like, oh well, I don't know, he is Beerus' brother, but he seems like very weak to me. Okay, let's just start one step by another. The first thing I wish to say is that even we saw him 2 times before the real Dragon Ball Super can start. I know we saw him 2 times, and he was searching for this, like I said in this episode, Super Dragon Balls, which practically is, in the way how he explained them, they are big as a planet. And there are 7 of them in the 6th universe. Big as a planet, and they can wish, and they can make every single wish, whatever you desire. I mean, wow. I mean, normal Dragon Balls in the 7th universe are just like this. I mean, a lot more, the Earth's Dragon Balls are a lot more smaller than the Namekians, but big as a planet? Now there's something new. Very new. Okay, let's move on. So Vados and Champa arrive. Like a meteor. They strike on the ground. And of course, Lord Beerus blamed Goku and Vegeta because, you bastards! You wake me! I'm gonna destroy. I'm gonna disintegrate him. And of course, Champa, and I can't imagine how much fun I had with Champa's character. I mean, okay. First of all, he's fat. He doesn't like to walk. He doesn't like diet. He only likes, eat, drink beverages, especially the one who are not very healthy. And he's very stubborn, just like in the same way like the little Beerus. But the one thing the one thing they can tell that both of them are brothers is both of them like food, and both of them, Whis and Vados, are a real pain in the ass for them. especially in the way how I see Vados for Champa. Because every single time just saying, you have to go on a diet, Lord Champa. It's not very healthy to you to drink all these beverages and everything, because after a really hot walk, for a guy like him, because it will be easy, especially for a god destruction, will be very easy to walk, just very simply, along the way and everything, and of course, like Champa, he prefers to walk, just like Vados, just to somehow to make him, exercise, let's say that bit. And of course, like Champa, oh sway, I can't resist and everything. You can see that because he's fat. You can see that because he's fat. And that's one of the particular things I enjoy, because also I'm fat also, and that's why I like him. And somehow I understand him. But very amusing. Very amusing. That's one thing. The other parts, what I really like, about Champa is, when he arrived right on the front door of Beerus, and just ready, to shoot, like to make some kind of a very big, explosive entrance. There you have, Beerus just destroying like that, hunting down Vegeta and Goku, because he thought that those two were the ones who awakened him. But of course, it was wrong. It was Champa, his Kyodai, his brother, who waked him up. And of course, in this episode, we only see a little bit of Champa's powers. But definitely we can see, that he's not the type of guy, even how much how he looks like, or how much fat he is. You can expect, like, that he's gonna be weak and everything. After all, he's the 6th universe god of destruction, and he is Beerus' brother. It makes sense that he's very strong, especially, I like to see, where he stopped Beerus, just making this sonic scream on him. That was very kind of cool. It was really cool, to showing Champa's true potential and power and everything. I really enjoyed that, and the introduction was really marvelous. Like Beerus said, you, who are you? He was like, I'm Champa, what the fuck? You're your own brother. It was really kind of funny, and the other part where I really liked, was the food fight between them, because with that also we can see that both of them love food, both of them. And the one thing I really, was really interesting to see after, Champa, drink, about some kind of tropical cocktail or something. I mean, I'm actually quite sure. He challenged Beerus to a food fight, and that's one of the proofs that he loves food. Champa, or should I say, like the Lord Beerus. And of course, like he started, like Champa gives this some kind of very special eggs from his own universe, and of course, like everyone enjoyed them. Also, Goku, Vegeta being stubborn and everything, for him it's just everything the same. But of course, like Beerus, not bad. Even for Whis, how much. I have to tell you, I'm gonna tell you that this guy, if he was real in this life, he was one of the greatest food critics in the world, really. Because if Whis wasn't the mentor role, Beerus would be a perfect fine food critic, really. And of course, like saying if you're not bad and everything, giving the eggs and everything. Of course, there you have like the same food that Vegeta gave to Whis, boiled up and everything, already packed, and of course I really also enjoy, the scene, when Whis like singing like this sand clock, like just singing like, alright, it's ready, and of course, and of course they all eat them, and of course, just like Beerus and the others, even Champa and Vados were the ones who loved the food of the 7th universe. And then out of nowhere, there you have all the struggle between like Champa and Beerus, which universe's food is much more great. And then after, of course, when Champa, find out about the 7th universe food, he will do anything in his power to keep them, especially planet Earth and the 7th universe for himself. No, wait, sorry, my bad. I mean only for Earth, because like Champa tried to find, the Earth from 6th universe. The only thing, he found the planet, but it was entirely, totally destroyed. Because like Vados and we said, they're all, it appears like in 6th universe, the humans end up in some kind of a war. Which in all of them they were wiped out from existence, and the only thing was left is like this desert Earth. I don't know, or should I say what is left of it. So I can pretty assume with that that the sixth universe is pretty messed up. Or should I say just like like I said, they're pretty messed up. Very messed up. And so, after, finding out about the Earth and everything, there you have Champa, challenging Lord Beerus, 7th universe, to a fight. From, who's gonna win and who's gonna lose. Because the loser is gonna take the remains of the 6th universe Earth. And of course, if Champa wins, he will take planet Earth from 7th universe. But if Beerus lose, everything will be the same. So, and that was actually the entire episode. Maybe I forgot a few things, maybe a little bit, but that was actually the entire episode. I mean, overall, the episode was much more, as a introduction, official introduction for Lord Champa from the 6th universe, and the details, about this Champa Saga and everything. But I think I said everything. Well, in this episode, like I said, for the end, I would only wish to say there was a lot of comedy in it, a lot of funny stuff and everything, especially Vedos, how she was talking about Champa. Can you see the resemblance? I mean, he's nothing compared to Beerus. I mean, he's totally fat and everything. And of course, shut up, Vados! That's how Champa would say. So overall, this episode was not too bad. With this episode, we can actually see the beginning of the Champa Saga, or should I say, the fight between 5 fighters from 6th universe and against the 7th universe. I think one of the other parts where I really enjoying this episode was when the Champa and Beerus became all of a sudden serious after Beerus laughed his ass for Champa for his Earth and everything, and of course they came on the table and start to fight, and of course and then out of nowhere, every single punch they give each other, every single punch became dust. Became dust and nothing but dust. Simply. And I really enjoy it when Wallace and Whis stop them. Because, think about it. Both of them go to destruction. So technically, if they fight each other, it's going to be the end not only for the 7th universe, but for the 6th universe as well. Because 2 go to destruction, now that's a really big nasty shit. So here I am done. Rate the video, comment, subscribe. Give me what you personally think about this episode. Give me what you personally think about this Champa Saga. What do you expect to see? Who do you think is going to be those fighters? If you didn't read the manga, of course. Drop your like, appreciate it. Peace, everyone. Have an awesome rest of the day. Lord Shadows, like always, signing off.